the show. Lily Reinhart, it's always great to see you, and thanks for being on. Thanksgiving is only 2 days away.
Yeah.
Do you have plans for this year? What are you doing? Anything?
I'm going to see the fam in Charlotte.
Oh, is that where you're from?
I know I'm from Cleveland, but we moved to Charlotte when I was 16. So Cleveland, yes. So I'll be
Cleveland or Charlotte?
Yeah, which one? Cleveland.
Okay, yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, well, she moved out of there, so
Yeah.
cool. But you love them both. You love.
I love them both.
Yeah, and your mom was nice enough to send us a photo of something that you made when you were in 2nd grade, a little Thanksgiving art.
A little Thanksgiving art.
Yeah, I figured I'd show this by Lily. Oh no.
This is my poem from second grade.
It said.
Well, it says Thanksgiving. We play games. We have turkey. My favorite food is turkey.
Wow.
We eat a lot. We sleep over at my grandma's on the sweet Thanksgiving night. The end. Happy Thanksgiving.
There you go. The sweet Thanksgiving night.
That old sweet Thanksgiving night.
Sweet Thanksgiving night is what they say. How cute. Are you kidding me? You were 2? Oh no.
2nd grade.
2nd grade. Sorry. I was like, look at this. Something's not right here. You're a genius.
I wouldn't be
Oh
here.
my God.
I would not be here.
Amazing. So talented. I love the colors and oh my God, you're very talented.
Well,
you've been acting for decades now. People know you from Riverdale, but people also know you from other things that you said in interviews.
Which you didn't help me with, by the way. Last time I was here, we drank various Mountain Dew flavored things.
That's correct.
Which is great.
Yes.
But for some reason, 10 years ago, people started really associating me with kind of 3 things, and one was Mountain Dew.
Because you love Mountain Dew?
Because I love Mountain Dew. It is what it is, and then thanks. And then Taco Bell because I just love fast food.
This is all.
And then Shrek.
Yes.
I love Shrek, and I don't know. I tweeted a lot about Shrek, I guess, 10 years ago, and now it comes up. People are like, tell me about your love of Shrek, and I don't know how I got here.
No, so all people want to talk to you about is Mountain Dew, Taco Bell,
Shrek, and my mental illnesses.
Oh, no.
Yes.
And that's...
No, they're like, so you're the girl who's depressed all the time. And I'm like, that's me. So they bring it up in every interview. They're like, tell us about
oh my gosh.
your various ailments.
Yeah, so you changed the subject back to, let's go back to Mountain Dew. That was better.
Let's go back to Mountain Dew, yeah.
Right. Oh no, I won't make you have Taco Bell on the show or Mountain Dew.
Well,
yeah.
That would be nice.
We could.
We could next time.
Next time.
Next time.
We'll do a Taco Bell taste-off.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That
Anything
sounds
for you,
good.
bud.
Thanks.
I want to talk about, first of all, you have an upcoming film called Forbidden Fruits.
Yes.
Which also stars Lola Tung. This is exciting. Did you spend a lot of time together?
Yeah, I mean, we shot in Toronto earlier this year, and she's obviously on Summer I Turned Pretty, as we all know. And I asked her, this was before the final season aired, I asked her who she ends up with, and she did not tell me.
Oh, really?
She's very secretive about it, which is fine. I was like, I have no stake in this game. You can tell me. She's like, I'm not allowed to tell you.
But you probably had to go through that whole thing with Riverdale.
I guess. People are always like, team whoever, and I was like,
say it.
Team Betty, always.
Oh, you can't say the names?
Well, no, Team Archie or Team Jughead, and I was always like...
You said it.
I said it. But she's so wonderful, and
she's fantastic.
And we bonded on that. That film was shot all on night shoots, so I would go to set at 8 p.m. and drive home at 9 a.m., which you're delusional as hell. So we would have a 4 a.m. conversation where we're like, so tell me about your life. Just trying to stay awake. It was challenging.
But I think you'd be a good kind of mentor because you kind of been through it. I mean, you go, I had the biggest thing, and fame happens, and no one really set you up for how.
It was a really good heart to heart. Not that she needed it or asked for it, but it felt very. I felt very protective of her. Yeah, she's the sweetest person.
Well, come back when that comes out.
I will.
Please. Let's talk about Hal and Harper. This is you play Harper.
Yes.
And your brother and sister.
Yeah.
In this, and I heard that you had a very interesting way of bonding with your brother. In this.
Well, yeah. So I met Cooper Rife, who's the filmmaker, writer, actor, director, editor of this show. And I just had signed on to it. I was about to go to Mount Shasta for a little healing retreat, which I try to do every few years. And it was sort of like an empty invitation. I was like, oh, well, you can come if you want. And he was like, okay. And I was like, oh, all right. I've known you for like a week, but all right.
I didn't really mean to invite you, but I guess you're coming.
But,
Yeah.
and then we went to like on a healing trip together, and it was really amazing and sort of cemented our brother-sister bond
See?
for the show. So it was very helpful.
And your dad is Mark Ruffalo.
My dad is Mark Ruffalo.
How cool is that? He's fantastic. We love him.
I love Mark.
He's one of the nicest. What do you remember about meeting him?
Well, I had an unfortunate way of meeting Mark. We went out to sushi in the valley, and I had a migraine all day. I get migraines, and when I get migraines, I throw up. So we went out to sushi, and like throughout the meal, I can like, you know, when you like start doing that face when you're like about
You're about to
throw up.
barfy face.
So,
yeah.
and then we're like ordering fish. So
Can't even say the word.
it was it was icky. So I went to the bathroom.
Do you want any uni or any?
Yeah. Yeah. And Cooper came in and was like, "Are you throwing up right now?" And I was like, "I'm throwing up right now." And you can't be in here because I can't throw up in front of anybody.
Of course.
So he left, and Cooper drove me home, and Mark caravanned with us home to make sure I got home safe, because he's such a dad and he's so wonderful. And I sort of was just like, "Nice to meet you," and went in my house, and he's just wonderful.
That was
But
the first time- but
that is how we met.
That's how you met.
Ultimately, yes.
Oh, again, it's all about bonding.
Yeah,
It's
and
all
we
this little
bonded.
thing, yeah.
We were a family from then on.
How do we set up what Hal and Harper is about?
Oh gosh, Hal and Harper is about two codependent siblings whose their father was very emotionally unavailable to them when they were young. So now that they're older, their dad is having a baby with his girlfriend, and so it's making them reflect on their childhood. And so you see Cooper and I in the present timeline, but we also play ourselves as third and first graders.
That's the part of the show that's amazing. I go, that's a great idea. It's genius.
Well, no one will ever ask me to play a 9-year-old again, so I took advantage of it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
What's it like acting with the kids?
Well, not my cup of tea. I don't want to, I don't even say that in a bad way. I don't know how to make a small talk with a 9-year-old. They're just sitting next to me, and I'm like this large person next to them dressed in like overalls, and they're like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I don't know how to explain
You're like,
this.
I'm your age. Get it?
Yeah. I grew up too fast. I don't know how to explain this to
Don't you remember Sweet Thanksgivings? I mean, come on, let's relate.
Yeah.
Remember writing stuff like that?
Yeah, right. But ultimately, it was great. I was supposed to feel uncomfortable in my own skin, and I certainly did.
Well, you're getting great reviews. I want to show a clip. Here's Lily Reinhart in the season finale of Hal and Harper. Take a look.
Well, you're gonna go to London?
You just don't want me to leave.
I don't want you to do stupid.
Not stupid. It's actually really normal. I just got out of a 6-year relationship with the person I thought I was gonna marry. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want the rest of my life to look like.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't think that you would let me go, maybe.
What, am I an abusive husband?
No, you're my brother. It'll be so hard to leave, but for the first time, I really want to be a part.
Yeah, that's right. Come on. All right, that's how you do it. Lily Reinhart, everybody! The final episode of Hal and Harper streams this Sunday on Mubi. We'll be right back with stand-up from Dusty Slade. Stick around, everybody.